Hey sweet pea, welcome to my channel. My name is Priscilla, but you can call me beautiful. How's it going? It is 2018 and I am super excited because this is my very first upload to my very own brand new YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing a speed build in Oasis Springs. I call this home a modern oasis. Why? Because I imagine if I lived in a desert, that I would like to come home to a home that is nice, calm, and cooling. So yes, this is a family home in Oasis Springs. I made this home specifically for a family of four, two parents and two children, one of which is an infant and the other one is a toddler or a teen. Oh, excuse me, a child or a teen. Right now we are working on the exterior of the home. It's on a nice corner lot. The lot is a 30 by 20, which can be borderline intimidating, but we're going to tackle that today. This is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom family home. It's a little on the small side, but it's still spacious and intimate. So perfect for a family home. So I imagine that this family will love the natural light as well. Hence why I'm putting a ton of windows all over this house, this beautiful home. So our home is shaping up pretty well. It's a lot of neutral colors, tans, browns, light browns, earth tones on the exterior. So we will begin to break up the monotony of the earth tones by working on landscaping. Now typically I like to use a lot of plants when I do landscaping, trees, flowers, bushes. I just love to landscape. I could spend a majority of my spill bees on landscaping, but today I'm keeping it rather simple because hey, we're in a desert. So pretty simple. We have palm trees, rocks, agave, sand, cacti, succulents, and those beautiful plants with the orange flowers in stems for which are called it's coming to me, they are called molten volcano plants, which will be coming up any minute now. So yes, we're going to liven up the exterior of this home with some color, a little splash of color. And there we go. So yeah, I typically like to spend a lot of time on landscaping. Not that I love landscaping in real life because I seem to be allergic to oxygen as is. So no, I don't enjoy landscaping in real life, but I just love to spruce up homes. If I didn't have severe allergies, I imagine my home would be landscaped out, like totally decked out. It's just flowers and colors and a variety of different plants. So I guess I overcompensate in Sims, and that's tragic, but it's life. Sim is life, right? Okay, so I think we are beginning to work on floor planning, which isn't my best Sims talent, I will admit, but I am getting better. Usually my bedrooms are small where my living spaces are huge and monstrous, or vice versa. My living spaces are super tiny but my bedrooms are humongous and outrageous. But here in this home, I think I was able to balance out the two. The bedrooms are a pretty nice size and the living areas are pretty nice size too. But I think that in real life, or at least for me, I'll leave a comment below, but in real life, I feel like larger living areas are more conducive to family life. It kind of encourages you to come out of your tiny rooms and bond with your family. So in real life, I guess, you know, tiny bedrooms and large living spaces is okay. So here we are working on the kitchen. I use the counters from either the backyard stuff pack, game pack, or the perfect patio pack, which are beautiful. I think they're perfect for an Oasis Springs build because they have the stone and those nice marble like countertops. So I think these counters are perfect for this build. However, I rarely use these counters only because they didn't come with matching cabinets, which suck because they are so beautiful. So for this build, I matched the counters with cabinets from the base game, I believe, and it worked out just fine in my opinion. They're a pretty perfect match, so I'm excited about that. just brighten up the space a little bit with those beautiful big lights. Here we go with a pop of color, our red. Throughout this house, you will see a lot of calm or cool colors, a lot of neutral tones. Because I imagine I lived in a desert, I would like the interior of my home to be a lot of neutrals and bright light colors, because scientifically, again, don't quote me, but I believe scientifically, light colors reflect light and or heat, therefore making it a tad bit cooler. So throughout this house, you will see a lot of lights, brights, and cool colors, neutral colors. For that reason. And again, I think the bright windows, the big bright windows, and the cool colors are just a great, amazing combination. So just adding some finishing touches to our kitchen before we move on to the dining room, which is a tad bit formal, but it's still the family dining room. Before we get started with that, I'd just like to say that dining rooms have to be one of my favorite rooms, or at least easiest rooms to field or decorate, mainly because it's just a table and chairs and possible curtains and plants. But I love doing family dining rooms. This one came out pretty nicely. Again, natural cool tones here in the dining room with a pop of teal, which I think turned out pretty great. I couldn't really find any curtains that I liked for this living room, so I just went with some teal curtains from the Parenthood pack, and it's okay. I like it. I do like the accent chairs here at the ends of the table. I think that's a really nice splash of decor, and then just a simple rug here on the floor. Now typically you guys should get used to me putting a lot of clutter. This right here, it was difficult filling the space without literally filling the space. I'm usually a sucker for clutter, so this right here is pretty simple for me. I typically like to fill up my rooms. Okay, so on to the living room or the family room. Here I just opened up the space using wide entry frames, I believe is what they are called. Kind of like arches, but squared off. So that's what I use to open up that space. This is great in Sims for building purposes because it creates a little room, which means you can change the paint color of the wall or the floors without changing all of the walls or floors of the house. And plus it just kind of opens up the space a little bit. So here, as you can see, I'm going for the peachy pink type of color as my pop of color in the living room. I was just trying to decide the placement of the furniture here, and I will change out that rug. That's a nice rug, but I didn't like it for this space, so I just went with something a little more calming and not so busy. This bench right here is pretty nice. It's pretty cool, right? A little rustic, adds a little charm to the house. And that glass fireplace I seem to use in all of my city builds and my desert builds for some reason. I just love that glass fireplace. So here, now that I have the furniture in this space pretty much situated, I am about to clutter, because that's what I do. I clutter. I am a bit of a clutter nut. I will admit that. I am the simmer that will add so much unnecessary stuff to the walls and add shelves in every single room. It's a little embarrassing. My daughter Ashley, which will make her debut on this channel as well sometime near in the future, gets so exhausted of me and my clutter. Is kind of hilarious. So here I'm filling up the space with shelves, or I initially started to fill the space with shelves, but I decided just to put the bookcase here, fill it with some color and artwork, plants and little trinkets, candles as well. I think it turned out really nice. That llama painting, I want one in real life. I really want a llama painting. I think it's cute. And I will get one, and it will go right in my office next to my laptop and my computer. So yeah, just filling up this shelf again with plants and pictures and some candles, I believe. I guess I clutter in Sims because I have a lot of clutter in my real life. It's nothing to see random pictures on a wall or drawings from kids or, shoes thrown about. It's not messy or junky or anything like that, but just a lot of clutter. I'm basically a realistic Simmer. I like to play my games for the most part realistically and build realistically, meaning that my Sims will go to school, attempt to get good grades, get good jobs, save their money, buy a house, start a family, and then die. And then I will go on to play their kids. If there's grandkids, then grandparents are involved. I'm a bit of a realistic Simmer, but then I can be the complete opposite and be like an unrealistic Simmer where I have 12 kids if I play with mods and I'm collecting checks from the fathers, or I'm killing people off, or just the total opposite extreme Simmer. You know what, as a matter of fact, leave a comment down below. What type of Simmer are you? Are you a little bit of both, or are you a realistic Simmer or an unrealistic Simmer? I'm interested to see what you guys are. How do you play? So yeah, working on the entryway here, or the foyer, whatever you want to call it, the hallway. Some more clutter, console table, a nice green rug. I love those rugs as well. Moving on to the owner's bedroom. That bed and the nightstands come from the newest pack, the pets or cats and dogs, whatever that pack is called, the one with the animals. That's where this furniture comes from. I actually love the furniture here in this pack. I love the blue, and I love the way it coordinates with those very plain neutral sheets. Plain beds are hard to come by in Sims 4. I have no idea why they are so difficult to find, but plain sheets and bedding is pretty hard to come by in Sims. So this bedroom is pretty cute. I like it. Adding some clothes, because our Sims have clothes, hampers, towels, shoes, the normal stuff you'll find in a bedroom. I do believe that we will add more shelves to this room as well, because why not? I have space to fill, people. So shelves stacked up with books and figurines and trains and plants and lights and candles and all of that good stuff. You know what? As a matter of fact, I have lived in a desert. I know that's a random thought, but I did live in a desert for a good little bit. But I was super young, so I don't have too many memories. My dad retired from the Air Force a while ago, but while we were pretty young, me and my sister, we did live in Nevada, Nellis Air Force Base for some time. And speaking of landscaping earlier, there, as you can imagine, people did have grass and landscaping, but some people didn't, obviously, because we were in the desert. But he would tell us how, depending on where you lived, the landscaping was different. Some people really got into it despite just having sand, and so they would rake their sand in intricate detailed designs, which seems like dreadful, right? But for me, being a bit of a perfectionist and somewhat OCD and a Virgo on top of all of that, I think that would be kind of calming and soothing to be raking the sand. But yeah, so that's what desert life could be like, I guess, just raking sand on a Sunday afternoon, huh? Bathroom, pretty basic. I don't like bathrooms unless they're luxurious and humongous. I really don't like bathrooms. And the nurse in me, I don't care for sterile white tile. But so your basic bathroom. Nothing fancy, just adding some finishing touches before we move on to the kids' room, which is again for two kids, one of which is an infant, the other a child or a teen. This bedroom could be anything really to meet your Sims need. As a matter of fact, this home is already on the gallery, so go check out the Sims gallery. My username is SweetPeaSims4. And this home is the modern Oasis home. Check out my other homes and families and rooms on the gallery as well. But yes, this room could be anything really: a home office, a home gym, a sunroom if you added a couple more windows, a sunroom that opens up to the patio if you added a door right there where the dresser is. So yeah, this room basically could be anything. If you have a roommate or two couples living in this home, this room could be used for whatever your Sims needs. So just adding some poster for our child or teen and some finishing touches throughout the house. Adding a desk and a computer here because every sim should be equipped with a computer, right? So again, just filling in some space before we move on to the backyard. I will say that the recording stopped unexpectedly and I wasn't aware until editing this video, so you won't get to see the complete build, but our Sims does have a decent sized pool, which is a must in Oasis Springs. A nice sized patio. It is fenced in. They have a grill area, a eating area, and some monkey bars, and I believe I put some more plants in the backyard as well. So yeah, this is Oasis Springs, downloaded from the gallery, Sweet Pea Sims 4. But in the meantime, please leave a comment below on ideas for future speed builds, like this video, and please, 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 please subscribe. It's been my pleasure. Bye.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey, Ashley.
What 4 letters would scare a burglar?
What 4 letters would scare a burglar, Ashley?
OICU.
Girl. Where you find this stuff at?
On YouTube.